Hey guys, Adam Perry here with TrueDFS, and I'm going to go over today's 5-game NHL DFS slate. We'll use SaberSim to build lineups. We'll also just kind of look at projections and see what we could discern on our own for who's going to look good. We found that exercise effective in getting to know the news and the players and kind of getting some no puck sort of knowledge where we don't normally have it. So that is always useful. And so we're going to do that. And ultimately, I trust SaberSim to build our lineups. So before I get started, like and subscribe. It helps us out. Check out TrueDFS.com. You could get everything I'm using here for like $20 more than you would pay just for SaberSim alone. But you also get Sheets' projections, Goldie's projections. You get the premium Discord. You get the pay dirt model for DFS and betting. And there's a lot to offer that you pay almost the same thing just buying one of them a la carte. So really, really worth the price. So first thing I'm going to do, I haven't really looked at the news today. So I'm going to just go over these to see if there's any consequential news. Okay, Pasternak back at practice. That's not in the slate. Vegas recalled Vikman. He's a goalie. Okay. But I assume their goalie's confirmed. Let's see. No. So, okay, that's one to look out for. Is he even in the player pool? No. So we're not getting a $6,500 goalie, as we sometimes have had in the past. Lunkers, Thomas Harley doesn't affect us. Charlie McAvoy doesn't affect us. There's an Hayden Fleury for the Jets. Okay. That's not a big deal, though. Slavin, practicing, Bolts, Pinto. Okay, so nothing so far. Here we go. Greenway back in for the Sabres. So do we have him projected? Yeah. And he's pretty inconsequential. We're probably, it's not going to affect things. But good to know. Victor Hedman could be returning tomorrow. Good to know. Hedman probable. There's a lot of news for tomorrow. So here, Ryan Strome is in tonight. Okay. In Granlund. So do we have Strome and Granlund projected? We got Dylan Strome. Don't have Mikhail Strome. Or Mikhail. Oh, no. We don't have Ryan Strome, and we don't have Mikhail Granlund. It looks like SaberSim has Granlund, and Goldie doesn't have him in yet. And SaberSim has Ryan Strome. Goldie doesn't have him in yet. So they're not terribly consequential, I don't think. I mean, they could be on, like, I don't think they're on the power play or anything. Oops. Let's see what DFO projects them. Okay, they have them sliding on line 3. Probably cheap, though. Power play 2 for Granlund. Okay. So news worth knowing. Confirms. Billy Husso starting. Good to know. John Carlson will be out tonight. Okay, Carlson's out. Do we have, and Sordif is a game time decision. Okay. Carlson out. That works. Sordif is already projected out, but he's a game time decision. Okay. I should put that in Discord so people know. Putting this there. One to look out for. Sordif projected out, but he's a GTD and did practice. Okay. Put that in Discord for people to know. Let's look at any line rushes. Ducks. Okay. Yeah, Stroman Granlund on 3. Okay. Power plays for Florida. Bachfist. Okay. Filling in for Verhage. Okay. Okay, I don't think this is a big deal. Stars line, still Johnston Rantanen. Robertson hits Ben. I think that's as normal. Meyer Hischer Nason on line 1. We have Nason on line 1? Yeah. Okay. Okay, great. So let's take a look at projections. Looks like Dallas is really looking strong. It's not surprising. They're playing the Sharks at home. They've got the highest total by a long shot. They're going to project really well. I imagine you could do some things with them to get them in. So let's see. Let's see what the Stars lines are. Robertson hints Ben. Okay, so they have them wrong in here because we just saw Steele was on line 1. Oh no, Steele, Johnston, Rantanen. It's just that they put it in a different order, right? Steele, Johnston, Rantanen. Yeah, okay, no, we're good. Okay. So what could you do with Dallas? If we want like Hintz, Robertson, Ben, are they all on power play 1 or no? Hintz, Robertson, Johnston, Rantanen, Heiskanen. So, you could probably fit them in. Johnston, Hintz, the power play. Robertson, Rantanen, Heiskanen. I don't know if you could do this actually. No, you can't fit the power play in. So you're going to have to play them in more unique ways or just as smaller stacks. They're expensive, but they're projecting really well. But they're not. I don't think they're going to be our main stack as we do this. I imagine they're chalky as 4 and 3 mans, but not as 5s. You can't. I mean, you basically can't do the 5. Washington comes up with Ovechkin, a Utah, Winnipeg, Vancouver, another Washington, Cutter Gauthier, Vancouver, Utah. No one else really bunching as correlated options. Washington kinda. Chikrin and Ovechkin. What's the rest of their lines? Capitals. Ovechkin, Strome. Maybe want to play good against his brother. Bavolier. Bavolier is not on power play 1. Strome is. Is Bavolier on 2? Yeah. And Ovechkin plays both 1 and 2. Ryan Leonard's not a heater. Chikrin, Ovechkin. Can you fit them? Can you fit like Washington 1, Strome, Ovi, Voulier, Chikrin? No, I want who's our best goalie? Whoops. Position goalie. Ottinger, yeah, but he's too expensive. Go Schmid. Kira Schmid. So we've got Washington 1 with Chikrin. Could we do the power play if we wanted? Leonard's cheap, huh? Good rookie. Tom Wilson. Yeah, I mean you could just shove Washington. I won't build a full lineup. You see what you can do. So you could do something like that. Does Washington have a strong total? I imagine they do against Anaheim. Team totals, Washington. Yeah, a little under 3.5 median. Dallas way over. Washington's second highest on the slate. So, and you get a favored goalie in Schmid. So I don't know. I imagine Washington gets owned after Dallas. Dallas being the highest. That's my 2 cents. Let's see if we can hand build a lineup. I just threw in for the 121. Now, I am going to take off all of these nonsense stacks. We just see when we look at grading what grades well post-contest, and it's all 4-3 and above. If you're playing a whole portfolio, maybe you want others to get diversification, and different types of stacks could help you do it. But I'll change the Goldie's ownership, even though it doesn't matter in the building. We'll go ahead and build a pool of 5,000. So what we're doing here with SaberSim is we're running play-by-play contest simulations where we're simulating how the game's going to go, a pass, and then what's the probability after a pass that there's a goal? What's the probability of a shot on goal, a blocked shot, a save? And it's it's a Monte Carlo simulation. And we run that 100,000 times and figure out which lineups would be the best out of those simulations. And we asked for some things. We don't want just a bunch of players that did the best. We want correlated ones because that's what we need to win a smaller contest. And it's pretty cool. And if you like what you see, check out TrueDFS.com because you can subscribe and get access to it and many other things for just $20 more than it costs SaberSim alone. So check out TrueDFS.com. It's really great packages. And like and subscribe. It helps us out. That's my pitch while it's running those sims. But then what we're going to do is we're going to simulate this 121 single entry contest. And we're going to say, okay, if the field in the contest, if the players do what we think they're going to do, what lineup, like how would it grade against them? What would its return on investment be? If you ran that contest over and over and over and over again, who would come out with the most money? Which lineup will come out with the most money? According to SaberSim right now, at this point in the day, it will be Utah. I mean, 7 goals last time out. Why not? Some Utah and some San Jose for the major leverage with Askarov. What are their chances of winning? Like 30%? NHL plus 235. Let's see what that is. That's probably like 30% to win. 235, 269. 235 minus 269. A little less. So, I'm inclined to play it. 25% of the time, this just destroys all that chalk. And they don't have to win for this to hit. You save all the money, and you get all these other top guys. And like Celebrini's getting to be one of those matchup-proof kind of guys. I mean, him and Bedard. These guys are so good now. These up-and-coming guys. Get an Ovi in there for the late night stuff. So, yeah, there you have it. If this were right now, this is what I'd be doing. This is what I'd be playing. Now, things are going to change throughout the day. Projections will sharpen up. Ownership will tighten. The fields will get sharper. we'll have a better idea of what's going on. But if it were right now, I'd do that process that I just did using the tools, load it up and go. So check it out, like and subscribe, helps us out. Thanks for watching, and I wish you all good luck on tonight's slate. Let's go.